We gotta put some gloves on and some headgear so we don't hurt ourselves that much. We have a mat, so we throw them. It doesn't hurt that much. Welcome and thank you for listening to your favorite podcast. This is the Maximum Filipino Show. We are in a different setting, a different setup per se. It's very not professional. Not that our area before was professionally done, but I feel like our camera's crooked. I don't even know. If you're listening to a podcast, this doesn't matter to you. All that matters is just the audio, and hopefully the audio is recording.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can hear us. All right, we're gonna talk about Hawkeye.
Yeah.
This is Afterflicks. We're gonna talk about
Episode
Disney Plus original series. This guy, original series Hawkeye, which is episode. What episode are we?
4. Episode 4.
Are we episode 4? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we are episode 4. So I heard this is a very quick series.
Yeah. You
wanna
told me.
Face this way?
I'm gonna move around. I got a spinning chair.
No, but you can't. They can't see you.
Okay, you can see me.
Yeah.
My whole body.
Yeah.
Yeah, my whole body.
I heard it's a really quick series because now we are in episode. If you're watching this, we are so late. We're like 2 weeks late. We went on vacation in Florida, and that's gonna be in a different podcast. We're gonna talk about that sometime. I don't know when, but we were gone for 2 weeks, so we didn't have time to record any podcasts.
Yeah.
Then I was planning to, but it's just, when you're on vacation, you want another. I was talking to someone. When you're on vacation, this kind of vacation, you feel like you want another vacation for that vacation, So it's like, I want to go on vacation.
I think I might understand that.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, episode 4, Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So we ended in the, so we've seen the episode 5. So we're gonna try to separate the two because we want to do 2 different podcasts for that. And then episode 6, I heard, is the last episode of this series, and it's the longest episode in all of Disney Plus original series. That's what I heard. That's what I read from the
that's
article.
what you told me.
So episode 4, we started with how it ended in episode 3, which was Jack and the Ronin sword on Hawkeye or Clint. So now when we head there, hold on. Dang it.
Apologies.
What, Evelyn?
All right. So
with Jack and Clint, the throat. Which, by the way, let's start with this. Okay, and I have this on my notes. Hawkeye seems to be really chill about this whole thing, and taking all of this so light. So it's either 3 things. It's either she's really good at it, right? Maybe he's just really, really good at taking care of all these things, which kind of makes sense because he's been into space.
Right.
He's been into quantum realm. He fought aliens and different kinds of creatures. He fought a god. He had been manipulated many times. No, just one time. So this is just probably like nothing to him. It's like, oh, okay. I just need to deal with this mafia people, and that's it. Everything is done. Or he's just, that's taking it too light. Or he's just really good. It's like, I know I can accomplish this real quick and go home and be with my family. Or third thing is, he just doesn't care anymore. You know what I mean? Like, this is it for me. If I die here, so what? 'Cause he lost hope after Romanov died. So it's like, I don't really care anymore. So this is it for me. But he's taking everything so chill. Because when when the sword was in his throat, he didn't even like, oh, I'm gonna fight back. I'm gonna punch this guy in the face. He's like, oh, all right, okay, let's talk. What's going on? You know what I mean?
Right. I think it's a little bit of 1 and 3. Your first suggestion, the third suggestion. Yeah, I just felt because of the massive workload that he gone through and the experiences that he has, like you said, this is a simple mission. It's basically grab and go and bury it, to the ground. Yeah. But, there were some complications that involved Kate being I think she's an obstacle to get the mission done. Because I'm thinking about it, it's just a costume that he just needs to get it, bury it, and then wait for a certain amount of time. Everyone's just going to forget that the Ronin ever existed. And 3, in terms of reaction or perspective, he probably just doesn't care anymore. I mean, maybe beyond Romanoff. I mean, maybe she's a part of it, but more now that he has his family back, he just wants to spend time with. Because again, his family was gone with the click or the snap, and now that he has them back, he doesn't need to go rogue anymore.
The thing with that is, I feel like he knows that Aroni will never go away. He like the whole idea of getting the costume is just getting the costume only because it appeared. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he knows, because when he was talking to his wife, he knows that everything that he had done before is gonna come back, and now he's just have to deal with all of them. And that's probably why he's so chill that I expected this. I know they're gonna come back. I know I have to deal with all these things. I'm doing my best not to reference the episode 5 because he talked about this in episode 5, but in episode 4 he just what I'm trying to say is when he found out about the costume and the sword, it's not mainly just about that and burn it and be done with it. He knows that he needs to deal with it at some point, with all these people that and of course Kate Bishop made everything more complicated because now there is a person in the Ronin suit that the mafia people referred as the Ronin person, because they all thought it was Kate Bishop.
Right. No. Okay. So the reason I say that it'll be an easy mission in the sense of grab it, take it, and bury it, is because he didn't have to worry about it after so long. It did mention how long since the Ronin came back. I think half? No, I forgot how long. And then no one had to worry about it. He just vanished, disappeared. Yeah. I mean, of course, like you said, the Ronin won't disappear because he is the main villain towards the actual villains. Yeah. Like all the criminal warlords, or not warlords, all the criminals that you can think of. But they didn't have to worry anymore because he just went ghost, disappeared. And of course, we all know this because Clint got his family back, doesn't have to do any missions anymore. He can just go back to the way it used to be. Yeah. But now that it came back, that's when it got complicated. And like you said, it's just because it appeared, and everyone now who's familiar with the Ronin wants to take action to get payback. Yeah, yeah. But it wasn't, like I said, but if it wasn't for Kate, all he had to do was grab the suit, hide it, bury it.
Yeah, but I don't even think he was looking for the suit.
No, because he already got rid of it, according to when he was talking. No, to his wife. No, he was talking to his wife that he said he dumped both the watch and the suit. But of course, he did a terrible job of dumping it. There was a scene in episode 4 where they were talking over the phone about.
That was episode 5, by the way.
No, it was episode 4.
Was
I
it?
checked it. Yeah.
Oh,
so I made sure.
Well, because it was in the compound. He mentioned that it was in the compound, Avengers compound.
Oh, you're right.
So he didn't really dump it.
He put it away.
In there. Yeah.
All right.
But Endgame happened, so we know what happened after that.
Ah.
Because so he wasn't really looking for it. Like that's not part of his mind. He probably thought that when Avengers compound burned down, his equipment, all that just burned down and disappeared.
What was the compound again?
Huh?
What was the compound again? It was the second base after.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where the Endgame happened.
Oh, okay. I remember now. Sorry, I haven't seen Endgame in forever.
Well, because in the first, was it in the second episode? Yeah, when the black market auction happened, they mentioned that they found that in Avengers compound, the suit.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
that's where they found it.
Okay, that
so
makes
he
sense
wasn't.
then.
I don't think he was looking for it. It just so happened that it appeared. That's why he was shocked. Like, oh, it's there. What? You know.
Well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he just put up the suit away. I mean, because it's at work.
Yeah.
But okay, I get it now.
I think he's trying to, and that's why in the episode 3 when was it episode 3? No, episode 4. It wasn't episode 4. That Kate Bishop asked him, "Are you the Ronin?"
Yeah,
right?
That's where they all figured out.
And well, he said Romanov was there and he was there, and Ronin is dead. When he put away the suit, he killed Ronin. Like Ronin is gone, and he put him in Avengers compound, thinking that it would be the safest place to put it away. You know what I mean? So there's another dilemma with a lot of movies, right? And this is a common trope. It's a common trope in a lot of movies that when something comes back and it's the plot of the movie, it's like, oh, I thought I got rid of it. Why is getting rid of it putting it away? You didn't really get rid of it if you put it away. It still exists. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to get rid of it, like, I don't know, burn it or neutralize it or melt it. And then that's how you put it away, you know?
Well, nowadays when they say put it away.
Or get rid of it.
Well, nowadays when they say put it away or get rid of it, it's just in a very safe lock.
Yeah, but that's not getting rid of it. You know what I mean? Because, and as we know with every movies, that's the plot. It's always going to come back.
Well, in movies, yes. But in real life, normally, when they put it away, it's safe and locked.
Yeah, but it will come back, though. Eventually, it will come back.
If someone bring it up.
It's spiritual.
Okay.
And normally, and typically speaking, you know, everything will come back. You didn't get rid of it.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's true. Like, you've trying to get rid of it by what? Dumping it in the ocean.
All right. Yeah, you got a point.
But why not just burn it? Anyway.
Burn it, get rid of it?
Speaking of his wife, right?
Yes.
This wife, and we found this out. No, we didn't really find it out. It gave us more information on what's going on with his wife, but it started in episode 4. His wife is like a spy.
Yeah, she.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, she. In the brief movie where they mentioned about the family briefly, they mentioned that she used to work for.
Is this episode 4?
No, this is in the movie when they first appeared about the mom and his wife and kids. What was the movie? Endgame, right? It was Endgame. No,
Civil War.
Infinity Wars.
Civil War.
Is it Civil War?
Yeah, that's the only time we met about his wife.
Okay, yeah, and then they briefly mentioned that.
And then Endgame showed up again when the beginning of the Hawkeye part.
Yeah, they mentioned that she used to work as a field agent.
Oh, okay. I feel like it's more than that because all the information that she got, because like he will text someone. At first, we didn't know who's his connection, and then come to find out it was his wife.
Yeah. Like
you just send her a message about, hey, I need this and that. It's like, oh, okay, here, I'll give you those information. It's like, have you seen the movie Accountant with Ben Affleck?
Oh yeah,
you know,
that's a good movie.
The crazy girl, not crazy girl, but the girl that he met in the at the crazy hospital.
House.
Yeah. And come to find out, she was the informant. You know.
Yes.
That's why she got all these amazing computer and technologies that he is giving to her.
What would they call those? So you have the field agent and you have the
Ned, the desk guy.
Yeah, the desk guy. There's a word for it.
The guy behind the desk. That's what Ned said. The guy behind the desk.
The guy behind the desk.
Yeah.
There is a name for them, but yeah, so I believe she just have an understanding of what he's going through, but he is still doing it. and someone needs to take care of his kids.
Yeah.
So no better person than the wife. So I believe the wife retired or quit. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But I have to say this. I have to give props to the wife. This woman, she is very understanding to Clint. And typically, other women who knows that's in a job like that will be so pissed. But she...
Oh, no, 100%.
She was like
100%.
with Clint all the way. Like, I totally understand. Can't make it a Christmas.
Because I think it's the... I think when Clint, when he went out with her, or she went out with him, he told her about his whole life. I'm not even going to be surprised if the story behind this is, and this is like a movie trope, the story behind this is she was tasked to get information about him and fell in love with him and things like that, you know? Like, he already knows what she already knows what she signed up for. Like, this guy is a spy, you know? So everything that revolves around him, I gotta accept it. So now he gotta deal with this problem. I gotta be okay with it. You know what I mean? I married the person.
Yeah. I have to give props. That's just like, I wish all women or wives were understanding just like that.
Right.
I don't have a wife.
Like, you didn't even hear like one,
nope.
When are you coming home? Oh, again? Oh, just leave it. Forget about it. Just
I know,
come
not
home.
one a single complaint.
Oh, come on. You're not gonna spend Christmas with us again? Oh, we miss. Like, I can even imagine. I might be taking this too personal. But I can even imagine. You know, I can even imagine her saying, "We were gone for 5 stinking years. You had 5 years of Christmas, 5 Christmas just you alone, and now you're gonna spend it all by yourself again. Just come home. Just let the Ronin thing. Just deal with it next year, and just be with us." You know, I can hear her saying that.
Oh man.
But yeah, she's very understanding because just one text, one phone call away is like, "Oh, you're gonna miss Christmas. That's fine. It's okay."
Yeah, the only people that were kind of sad and bummed out were the kids.
Yeah.
I think, including Romanoff, I just believe that, because now I'm thinking about the wife. Like, she used to work for Shield, and both Romanoff and Clint were working for Shield as well. They're just regular agents, and it's the reason why they're the highlight of the team. And of course, the comics makes them highlighted, but the reason why they're the highlight of the like best of among other agents is because they've been working with their missions, and it could have been anyone. What I'm saying, it could have been any other agent. Yeah, like Agent Coulson. Mm-hmm. Any other agent that's been working could have. What I'm trying to say, it could have been any other agent to be a main character. It just so happened to be Romanoff and Clint. Because, what I mean is that I just, the wife is an agent. She's been doing stuff like this, but she just quit. She's not a main character. I mean, it could have been anyone. Like, what's also the girl that was, that fell in love with Captain America. Yeah. His niece-ish. Mm-hmm. Has that loophole been fixed?
To the multiverse, it's not.
Okay.
It's not his niece.
Well, that's true. But okay, anyway, that's a whole. I don't know if I'm explaining it well. I'm just saying that it could.
I gotta be honest. I'm not getting what you're saying.
Well, I'm just saying it could have been anyone else, but of course, it's the Marvel Comics that makes that we know that Hawkeye and
but there's no other. The thing is, in Shield so far, there's no other spies
that we know of.
Yeah, so far. That's what I said so far. So all the other agents that we met or that we know in S.H.I.E.L.D. are not spies. You know, like Coulson, Fury, that agent, what's her name? Robin in How I Met Your Mother.
Okay.
You know, even Agent Carter. You know, they're soldiers, but they're not spies. But now you go to Clint Barton and Romanoff, and there are spies. You know, like you don't have any other spies in S.H.I.E.L.D.
I guess you're right. Well, no, she was a spy too, but
who?
They didn't know that she was working for S.H.I.E.L.D. The niece.
The niece, yeah.
Yeah, I believe every one of them were spies, but just they weren't as good as Romanoff.
Well, yeah, not as big as Romanoff, but now because we saw Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we found out that his niece is a big spy, like a big shot. She's a big shot.
What is the name of her role? The not the accountant.
It's like the banker, but it's not.
No, it starts with a B. It's what you call those guys in New York. They're not the banker, not the butcher. It starts with a B. I know it. But it's an accounting word. Like, is your in between guy? It's not a client. You're a broker. The broker.
That's right. That's right.
But anyway, I have to give props to the wife. I love the wife. I wish there was a woman like that, that's understanding to all men who are in a serious relationship.
That means if you want to be just like that, and if you want to meet a person like that, find a spy. Or used to be a spy.
That will lie to you every now and then.
Right.
You're lying.
Right. Now that I think about it, Clint is surrounded with women that are very understanding. You know, like you got the wife who's like, we already talked about it. You got Romanov, who killed herself for his own sake.
Yeah.
That kind of understanding. And then you have Kate Bishop, who just won't leave him alone and keep saving him. You know, like that kind of understanding. Like these people are surrounding Clint, these women that very understanding towards him. It's like, yeah, we care about you. We don't really care. We care about you the most. You know what I mean? And then we got introduced to Yelena, which is it's not really a big
surprise.
Yeah, it's not a big surprise. And if I said that Yelena is going to be in the Hawkeye, I was like, yeah, we already know. We kind of figured he's going to be there because of Black Widow, which the end of Black Widow is a continuation of that episode 4. Mm-hmm. So right after, well, not right after, but after that Black Widow end credit scene is the what you call this? The Hawkeye episode 4 happened, and the whole fight scene. Her attire, doesn't that kind of look like Splinter Cell?
Yes, because of the the mask.
The night vision goggles, the night vision mask. It was crazy, and her.
I didn't know you know Splinter Cell.
I know Splinter Cell. That's a classic game.
It is a classic game. That's old.
Before I would say this. Before Assassin's Creed happened, Splinter Cell is a thing. Yeah,
before Snake, Solid Snake, the Metal Gear game,
Mafia. Before
Splinter Cell was the foundation.
What was the crap? What was the one that's you're a hired killer? Hitman. Before Hitman happened.
Splinter Cell was the game.
Thing. Yeah.
And it was very simple to play. It wasn't complicated like the games nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, you hide in the shadow and you can only see that 3 dots, green dots in the shadow. Man. Yeah, Splinter Cell is the thing. But yeah, and then, so if that another common trope, another common thing that I see a lot in the Marvel Cinematic Universe TV shows and movies is the back. So Yelena talked about this. So right after the Black Widow, we saw Yelena fighting with what's the name of that deaf chick? Maya, and Kate Bishop, which we kind of, and then Clint was there too. I kind of see the big difference of combat ability of all 3 women. You know, like Yelena is like top notch, the best fighter, and which kind of make any sense because she was a widow, she was trained to do all that things, and then you got Maya, and then Kate Bishop was the lowest, but she's still young though. So
granted, for Yelena has more experience compared to the 2. The second, Maya, she is just now running her little
organization.
Organization. So, who's you were saying young is Kate?
Kate, yeah.
Even Yelena was young.
Not in comparison to Kate.
No, they were okay. So, if we try to bring in, I guess you're right.
Kate is still in college.
Yeah, but if we trail back into the whole movie of Black Widow, those 2 had gone through training when they went back home.
What do you mean?
You remember how they were playing as a fake family?
Mm-hmm.
And
but so here's the thing though. Kate Bishop's training is legal kind of training. Yelena is illegal kind of training.
Well, granted, I say,
and she kills people. with that kind of training, it's different than Kate Bishop. Has she killed anybody? I don't think so.
Okay. Granted, with the, still,
Like
a legal way of training their kids. I guess you're right. Yeah, take it back. In a legal matter, they take it slow and steady rather than a Russian attitude. Just
like
throw them with the wolves.
Yeah, and kill them. You know, like
right.
Their spars probably all the way to almost kill you or kill you. You know,
right. Death on your death.
In Kate Bishop's like, oh, I hurt you. All right, we gotta stop. All right, we gotta stop. We gotta put some gloves on and some headgear so we don't hurt ourselves that much. We have a mat. So we throw them. It doesn't hurt that much. For Yelena, I don't think so. I don't think that.
I mean, what I admire about Kate is her tenacity of just keep to try.
Yeah,
she just keeps going, even though she knows she's the weakest or the most inexperienced among all three that she is encountering right now, even Clint included. She's
so underqualified.
She is
so underqualified.
But her tenacity of wanting to keep going and try to be somebody, try to be among the party. She just doesn't know when to give up. She doesn't know how to say no. She's very stubborn.
Yeah. I can't wait to talk about episode 5.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the mom. It's the mom. It's kind of giving us a little hint of what's happening with her and what's going on with her. But because did we see her in the episode 4?
Yeah. Okay, so in episode 4, after the scene of being...
she got kicked. Clint kicked her out.
No. She kicked Clint out. But before that, what happened was that they had a little meal. Discussed.
No, I was talking about after the fight with Yelena, Maya, and Clint said this is bigger than what I thought now because they hired a widow. So now I'm gonna kick you out. You go home.
She.
Clint kicked Kate.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Exactly.
But I forgot about that conversation because she showed up.
Yeah.
When she said someone logged into my laptop.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
That's right. No, that's pretty much it. They had a little small family discussion in the in the beginning of that episode of Kate's involvement, how Clint wants to say no to what she's trying to get involved in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that happened, and then going back towards the end of the episode of 4, you were saying something about the mom.
Mm-hmm. Can I just say though, and I know I'm gonna touch a little bit of the episode 5, but that whole thing I kind of called it after watching the episode 5. I didn't say anything, but I called it. She has a lot of things to do with Clint and all that, cause it's so obvious. They're making it too obvious that it looks so fake. They're making it too obvious that she does not like Clint, or she wants Clint out, or she's scared that Kate Bishop's getting involved with Clint because she's trying to hide something. So now she wants Clint out. You know what I mean? Because she was having that kind of talk, that kind of conversation with Clint, like, hey, take care of my daughter, and my daughter's my everything, and make sure you don't, my daughter won't get hurt. Like, that is a common trope in every shows, not every, but a lot of shows and a lot of movies. When you're having that talk with the hero, that means you have a grudge with the hero. And you notice this with a lot of movies. It's like, I
never noticed that pattern. I just knew that something was off about the mom. Because
look at this. If you're a parent, right? If you're a parent and your kid is involved in this big thing and an Avengers person, what would you say?
To my kid or to Clint?
To Clint, what would you say?
Keep my kid out of this.
Exactly. Did she say that? No. Okay, here's my kid. Take care of my kid. I don't want my kid to get hurt. Here you go. You know what I mean? Like, she's trying to gain Clint's trust and not be suspicious.
I thought that's what she did say, because she told his daughter.
She told.
I do remember.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like in retrospect, that's what you're gonna do. Like, get my daughter out of this. Go away. I'm okay. We're fine. And then the mom. What I would do if I have that much money, right? Think about it. If I have that much money, and my daughter's still young and rely on me, what I will do is I will take my daughter, go somewhere else, like move out of the country, because I have the money. You know what I mean?
Or move her out of the whole picture.
Right. It's like, but like I said, but this is a show. Of course, there's gonna be something like that. But the idea is, here's my daughter. Take care of my daughter. I don't want my daughter to get hurt, and I trust you. Right? That's kind of iffy. Like, why?
Did that really happen? I thought it was something else.
No, because even Clint said, "Don't worry, I will protect her," or something like that. Don't worry, I will protect her.
Okay. I can't remember the scene. I just know that I thought the opposite. I thought the mom was just being, in a nice way, telling him to, keep my daughter out of it or something like that. That's what I thought she said.
No. She literally,
Oh,
Clint literally said, "I will take care of your daughter. Don't worry."
okay. Maybe to say no.
Because even when she saw Clint in there, right? And if I'm a parent, right? If I'm a parent and I found out that my daughter is hanging out with this person that involved in a lot of crimes or dangers, right? Whether he's a good guy or especially if it's a bad guy. But if it's a good guy involved with all these, I'm going to tell my daughter, "Hey, listen, man, I know this person is a good guy, but I don't want you hanging out with this guy, because this guy is it's all about danger."
Right.
But she wasn't freaking out. She was like, "Oh my gosh, it's your Avenger and you're hanging out with my daughter. That's awesome."
No, I get that. I just can't remember the scene, how it went. I thought something else happened. But okay. But
like, she was so chill.
If she did say that is the stupidest thing a parent would say.
Right.
Like, I will keep my kid out of it. I mean, it's the only daughter and her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would have.
But she didn't get mad, and that's another thing too. She didn't get mad with her daughter hanging out with Clint.
Right.
Be the protective, not overprotective, but a protective parent. You tell your daughter, "This is the person you've been hanging out with, and you've been hanging out with this guy. No, go to your room, stay there. We're moving somewhere." No, it's like, okay, you're free to go. You can do whatever you want.
Granted, that would be a typical move, what a mom would say, but knowing Kate, she will find a way out.
I get that,
I know,
but it's not about Kate. It's about the mom's
mom.
reaction. It can make you feel sus. Like, okay, you're hiding something. You are not.
Okay.
And we kind of got a glimpse of that in episode 1 when she was talking to Jack's uncle,
right?
The old guy who died. I have powerful people too, and things like that. So I don't know, and episode 5, of course, kind of confirmed, not really, that in a lot of TV shows and a lot of movies, you make guesses. You don't jump into conclusion that this is her and this is that. Oh, right. She was with this person, so that means she's a bad person, But yeah, so when we saw YELENA, it kind of made me happy that YELENA was there, and this is why. Okay, I know I'm talking a lot, and this is why I'm glad we did this podcast and we didn't do Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because Falcon and Winter Soldier, we talked about this before. It's so straightforward, right? It's so straightforward, but in comparison to Hawkeye, in comparison to WandaVision and What If, there's a lot more things happening in WandaVision, especially What If. I feel like What If is my favorite TV series in Disney Plus. Mm-hmm. But in Hawkeye, you got some mysterious characters in there. Like in Falcon and Winter Soldier, who are the mysterious characters that are in there? Like, you have Zemo, which is like, oh, we've seen Zemo.
And the broker.
That's it. The broker, the fake the fake Captain America, and the girl from Seinfeld. That's it. Like, you don't have any other special characters. Like, you have the group of youngsters who had the you
do have that one lady that entered in from you already said it, Seinfeld girl.
Yeah, and the group of people who had the serum, wearing a mask, and that's just a typical villain, because usually villains, we don't really know who they are at first. But in Hawkeye, you have this other characters that popping up, and we're trying to figure out who they are, because they said Kingpin is gonna be there, or they're not Daredevil. Yeah, Daredevil is gonna be there, but we don't know. So it keeps us on our toes, knowing who's gonna be in it. Right? You know what I mean?
What is this Hawkeye series supposed to segue to?
I don't know.
I mean, because we knew.
I don't know anything in the bigger picture.
Because we get that Loki was somewhat of a segue to No Way Home, right?
Loki?
Yeah.
I think Loki is the starting point of everything, of the next ones, like the multiverse. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the starting point of the multiverse.
Oh, sorry. The Multiverse of Madness, right?
Yeah.
That should be a segue.
Well,
into
Multiverse of Madness is more of the Loki and WandaVision. You know, because I heard, I don't know if it's true. I heard Wanda's gonna be the villain in Multiverse of Madness, because she wants to get her kids back. You know.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what Hawkeye is a segue to. Well, I guess the next episode or the last episode for Hawkeye should confirm what.
So Falcon and Winter Soldier is Falcon as Captain America, right?
Yes.
We kind of got a little bit of that in that show, but in the bigger picture, I think he's gonna be the next Captain America, so it's gonna segue into that. But Hawkeye, I think it's more of the confirmation of the group of people that the Seinfeld girl is building up. You know,
yeah,
like with Yelena, and maybe Kate Bishop. I think Kate Bishop is gonna be there, like in a bigger picture. They're putting her in there, you know. And Kingpin, if he's gonna be there, and Daredevil, if he's gonna be there, I think that's gonna be the whole bigger picture.
I'm trying to see what movie there. Maybe it is the movie Daredevil.
Yeah.
Or a movie. Because the characters that they're pulling in, and hopefully it'll be awesome. I don't know if Netflix partnered with them or Marvel bought their rights off from Netflix. Because you have the possibility of the same characters of Kingpin and Daredevil from
and
Daredevil.
Punisher.
And Punisher, really?
Yeah, and Punisher. Yep.
Oh crap! I wonder if Luke Cage and Jessica Jones gonna be in it.
I don't know. They're good. They're good characters. The all of them are. I don't have any. So the only show that I watched, the first season of Luke Cage, and I haven't seen any of them. I saw a little like clips of the Daredevil. Remember in that store? That's a popular clip. You've watched Daredevil, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, in the store when they were trying to rob the old guy and he defended all of them, and that's how he got connected to the poker game and all that. I know, and all that. So that's the only clip that I know about Daredevil, and I know Jessica Jones is really, I heard it's really gruesome. And then you go to Agent Carter, which is there was another one. Iron Fist.
These I can get why Daredevil and Kingpin will get involved. I just don't know how they're going to. I wonder if they're going to separate them from their universe.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that because it's been confirmed, or I'm assuming it's true, that the nemesis in Luke Cage, the black dude.
What's his name? Cottonmouth.
Yeah, Cottonmouth. He's
Blade.
Yeah, it's Blade.
Yeah.
But he wasn't Blade there because Blade was.
Well, we have some shows that are, or movies, characters that are just, they're one character and then they change to a different character depending on, we have a lot of those. Like Chris Evans is Human Torch to Captain America.
What?
Or Halle Berry from Catwoman to Storm. We have a lot of them.
Oh, never thought of that. Okay,
Yeah.
I guess that'll work. I hope I see them in No Way Home.
Who?
The lawyer.
Oh, Murdoch. You know what's gonna be a good thing though, if they want to segue to a bigger picture, like a bigger movie. What if, since they are in New York, what if Hawkeye confirms, and I'm not just talking about Kingpin or Murdoch, Daredevil. What if they confirm Fantastic Four? Because the theory was Fantastic Four bought the first Avenger compound, the building. Because remember in what was it? I forgot what movie was it when someone said Iron Man sold the building to someone else, And the theory was it was Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic who bought
really?
the building. Yeah. What if they confirm that? You know, that would segue to a bigger picture of what's happening. And I would love that. I would love to have the real MCU, not real, but the MCU version of Fantastic Four. And I think it would be awesome.
It would be good. I mean, because there's so many Fantastic Four that they came out, and I don't know if you agree with me that they did kind of botch most of it. Both of all of the Fantastic Four. Granted, I mean, I'm happy that they did the movie, but they're going to connect them. Why wouldn't they connect X-Men?
No, they will.
Eventually?
Yeah, eventually. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Well, think about it. They kind of already did. Because the WandaVision with Quicksilver.
Yeah.
You know?
That was random.
Mm-hmm. And this Quicksilver is the Quicksilver in X-Men, you know?
Exactly. And basically, but then they said that it wasn't. It was just because you came up with Disney saying that they're just messing with your minds.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We still don't know who that character is.
Yeah, he's just he was an informant. Actually, he was just an informant.
I know, but we still don't know who it is. Was that character created because of Wanda's whole thing? You know, just like her kids was created and Vision, or he's a real character? Because we don't know. We really don't know. There's still a lot of questions in the shows. A lot of them. They never answered a ton of them. Like what happened to the White Vision?
That's right.
What happened to that black chick who had the new ability?
Oh, her name was Photon.
Photon. Yeah, what happened to her? You know, there's still a lot of questions on what's happening.
I know you said that Wanda is going to be
backing up. Quit backing up. Keep moving forward.
I know you said that Wanda is going to be the villain, but I guarantee she's not going to be.
She's going to be a villain.
I mean, I can't believe she'll be the main villain though.
Probably not.
Because if her kids are going to be involved, I know.
What if we finally get Mephisto?
Yes,
you know?
That's what I'm saying. It's like finally if Wanda's going to be involved, Mephisto has to be involved.
Yeah. Well, not got to. We still don't know.
Well, because we know. I mean, based on the comics. I mean, this is us just.
Creating the kids.
Yes.
Yeah, because of Mephisto. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you might be right. That might be the big confirmation, and I think it's the Disney foreshadowing Mephisto, like teasing us, telling us that Mephisto is gonna be in this show, then turn out not. But guess what? He's gonna be in the movie, you know.
But then, how does that bring in Kang the Conqueror? Kang
the Conqueror is when they fix the multiverse. It's when they fix the multiverse, Kang the Conqueror will show up, or at least they try to fix the multiverse. Because that's where Kang started, remember?
Yeah.
Well, that's how he ended the first Kang, and he started. Because the first Kang is the one who took care of all the multiverse to one verse.
Yeah, trying to maintain.
And then when they killed him, multiverse happened, and more Kangs
came out.
And I think that's when he's gonna show up.
So he's not gonna be a villain.
He's gonna be a villain.
I mean, no, he's a villain, but I don't think he's gonna be the main, like Thanos villain.
He's gonna be the Thanos villain for sure.
He is?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, wow.
For sure.
His character didn't show so much of.
I don't know if they're brave enough to bring Galactus yet. Not brave enough. I don't think they're ready yet to bring Galactus. I don't know if there's a storyline to bring Galactus, or anything bigger than Galactus, because there's already bigger than Galactus. Like the Celestials is bigger than Galactus. You know, Galactus is a Celestial, and we saw that in Eternals. Now, would that connect to the bigger Thanos villain? Maybe. I don't know. Because if you think about it, if you look at it, Eternals.
Wait, Galactus is a Celestial?
Yeah, he is a Celestial.
Do you think he was created just like how
all of them are? According to Eternals movie, all of them are like that.
Oh no, well, we believe that what's his name was a Celestial, but he wasn't like a big robot from. What if?
Who?
The guy that's always the overseer.
The Watcher?
Yeah, the Watcher.
Yeah.
But I thought the way they.
Well, no, the Watcher goes big and small.
Well, yeah, but the way they pertain the Celestials or portray the Celestials will be as big as that guy.
Yeah, but remember there was one scene that he was big and
Sorry,
then he's
what I meant
shrunk?
big is that guy is look like him, because when the next Eternal, sorry, I know we're jumping in a lot of things, but in the end of Eternal, it was a face that almost looked like their boss.
Is he a Celestial? I don't think he's a Celestial. I think he's just he's a Watcher. It's like a different being.
Well, they said that's how Celestials were made.
What?
That they're made from planets.
No, the Watcher.
Oh yeah, he's a yeah. I thought we agreed that he was a Celestial.
No, I think we agreed that he's an Eternal.
A main Eternal? Oh, that makes sense. Okay, if he is an Eternal, that makes sense.
Yeah,
but he's a strong Eternal then, because we know who the Eternals are.
Because Thanos is
an Eternal.
Eternal with the deviant.
With deviant trait or deviant
blood.
DNA with blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense then. If he is an Eternal, then that makes sense. Like the main Eternal. Yeah. Sorry, I had to sit up because my butt is hurting.
I know, I was sliding down too. These are terrible chairs.
Yeah. They're comfortable when you first sit on it, but over time they suck.
They're terrible. So the how you connect Eternals to Kang the Conqueror is a mystery to me. Because the Avengers, right, Endgame, all of that previous movies are connected to Thanos. They connected all of them to have one main villain.
Right.
Now, how are they gonna make this? I feel like it's too wide. Like the scope is way too big.
Yeah.
Starting from the multiverse alone is too big, and then you're gonna bring Celestials and Eternals.
Yeah, I think they're playing with the concept of multiverse, because even what's his name's gonna get involved. Yeah. Venom. How he was at the end, and all of a sudden.
Yeah. But with that, because I get the multiverse. Like if they only showed all the multiverse and have Kang, that makes sense. But they included Celestials and Eternals. So now Celestials and Eternals are not bound to multiverse. They're their own thing. You know? Like, how are you going to connect that? I don't know.
Well, you're right. Like, they're their own thing. What I'm saying is that I think Disney is just playing with the concept of multiverse. That in this multiverse, they probably don't exist. I think they do, though.
Yeah, but why show the movie then?
Well, I have a feeling Multiverse of Madness is going to show up. Because
you're already saying Celestials and Eternals?
I don't know. I feel like that movie is going to be the answer to many of the questions. Because you're saying... Unless
they showed Fantastic Four with Galactus in it, and that's how you're going to relate all of them. You know, with Silver Surfer. But yeah. Do you have anything else?
No,
I think we didn't even talk about Hawkeye that much.
Yeah, we just
what we did. But if you enjoyed this podcast, please make sure to subscribe.
Yeah.
We are the Maximum Filipino Show. If you have any questions, anything that you want to add, if you want to be part of this podcast or any of our podcasts, just email us, themaximumfilipino@gmail.com. My name is Captain Bug.
I'm WAKKA.
And if you guys want to find us out, if you want to know anything about us, just go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, and all that. And look for the Maximum Filipino Show. If you're listening to the podcast and you want to see us interact with this horrible lighting and horrible room and see our facial expressions, just go to YouTube and look for the Maximum Filipino Show. If you're busy and you don't have time to watch and you don't have YouTube Premium and you just want to hear us, go to your favorite podcast and subscribe, comment, tell your friends about us, and we'll see you guys again in the next podcast. See ya.
Peace.
Joanne.